For the last several days, these cold Atlantic storms have been the main headline on my channel. Short-range weather models have picked up on some concerning trends regarding this system right here. We're going to take a closer look at this specific system to kick off today's video before heading over to the weather tracker map to see what's next. This system is actually part of a strong cold front which I called round 3 of rain and wind in my last video, and what you're seeing here is a low pressure area developing. Throughout the rest of the day today, February 22nd, that low pressure is going to rapidly intensify, causing very strong wind to develop. The European Storm Forecast Organization called Estofex has issued a level 2 out of 3 risk for severe convective storms from France into the Benelux. The primary risks with those storms will be severe wind gusts and even tornadoes. The current radar imagery shows this squall line already developing from northern France into England. As we head through the rest of the day today into the night, convective allowing models suggest a mix of line segments and low-topped supercells advancing from northern France into Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and even Germany, perhaps reaching Denmark by early Friday. Due to this situation, local weather offices have issued weather alerts for the countries they cover, and we see widespread yellow and orange alerts covering parts of England, Wales, France, Luxembourg, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Belgium. And as we would expect, a lot of these alerts are in effect because of the wind. This forecast will be released as this event is well underway, so I hope that my warnings on my last video and community tab have reached you. This is a dangerous system that needs your attention as it unfolds through tomorrow afternoon, so until it's all said and done, I'll continue providing updates. For the rest of today's forecast, let's get an update on what else I'm watching through next week. Cooler air is going to fill in behind this powerful cold front, and that's going to be accompanied by widespread scattered downpours and perhaps some thunderstorms over the next few days. But it won't take long for our next storm to come into view. As early as tomorrow, we see it moving away from Atlantic Canada as it takes aim for Western Europe. This is actually the same system I talked about in my last video, which would arrive by the weekend. By Saturday, February 24th, it will bring heavy rain and strong winds to northwestern Iberia initially, before strengthening somewhat as it heads into France, the Benelux, and Germany by Sunday. The associated cold front will descend over Iberia, which will bring another reinforcing shot of cooler air, and with that, we also expect strong winds and another round of heavy precipitation. The system will weaken shortly after it moves inland, but even still, you can see that it's probably going to meander around in parts of Western and South Central Europe going into next week. And in case you had any doubt, yes, it looks like the Atlantic has more storms to offer. We'll talk more about those next systems in a future forecast since there is still some uncertainty about the strength and intensity. On that note, here's an update on the precipitation totals for the next 5 days. All these storms will bring widespread precipitation across Europe, with some of the heaviest rain and snow being in southwestern and south central areas. Northern Portugal and Spain, France, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Albania will be the places I'm looking at specifically. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had some flooding issues, especially around the Adriatic region, where torrential rainfall may persist. Much of southeastern Europe, on the other hand, looks to remain quite dry in this time frame, especially around Ukraine, Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey. But why is that? Why is everyone else getting so much precipitation and not Southeast Europe? Well, we can thank the usual culprit for that, our good friend the anticyclone. And since high pressure areas favor stable weather, that of course means it's basically going to act as a wall keeping Ukraine, Western Russia, Moldova, Bulgaria, and parts of Turkey relatively rain and snow free. Another thing that Eastern Europe is going to have to deal with is abnormally warm temperatures. Remember how warm it's been across Western Europe recently? Well, all those storms that have been coming off the Atlantic have helped lower the temperatures, at least temporarily. In a nutshell, for the rest of the month, Western Europe is going to remain in a temperature roller coaster as the Atlantic Ocean continues throwing unwanted storms at us, while Eastern Europe is going to be in a monotonous temperature pattern. I hope this update on the current weather situation as well as a look into the rest of the month of February was helpful. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments, and if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing so you never miss an update on the ever-changing weather. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.